Good morning, I'm Jane Morgan, and today I am joined by Helix Resources with the ticker code HLX, a base metal exploration company focused on its cobar copper assets in New South Wales. To tell us more, today I'm joined by Managing Director, Mike Rosenstrike. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Jane. How are you?
Great, thank you. So, Mike, can you tell us a little bit more about the assets in the portfolio? In particular, can you expand on the flagship project?
One thing I'd like to emphasize is that copper is the essential metal. Copper is what connects all of the new rare earth magnet-driven motors or lithium-ion batteries. It's the essential element for all aspects of the new grid or the new electrification transformation that we're undergoing. And Helix is focused all of its exploration activities in the cobar area, which is a prolific copper producing area, been going for over 150 years. We've got a 3,000 square kilometre land package in that area, and we've got $7 million cash to be able to really do some damage and make some new discoveries in that region. You asked me about a flagship project. I think you're referring to our Cambalago project, but I'd also like to emphasize that I don't think of it so much as the flagship. It is an important project for us because we're about to announce a new mineral resource update on it. But a large part of our activities are focused around finding new copper discoveries. With such a large land package, a lot of our work is focused on greenfields exploration to make new copper discoveries, which is where I think a lot of investor excitement and outstanding returns come from. Now, with respect to the flagship project, Cambalago, we have been drilling there for something like 18 months. We've had some terrific results. A year or so ago, we announced 18 meters at 3.4% copper, and our share price went from 1 cent to 5 cents. And that's the kind of excitement that I'm talking about for investors in this part of the market. But we've had a range of ongoing results for high-grade copper from surface down to 550 vertical meters. The existing resource was estimated in 2010, 1.5 million tonnes at 1.2% copper. And I think with the drilling that we've completed, we're looking to update that estimate, and I think we'll get something a bit better than that out of it.
With an already significant copper resource, are you still on track for the mineral resource update this month?
Yes, we are. Everybody's working really hard to make sure that we get that estimate out in June, as we said we would.
So stepping out from the flagship project, when do you expect the regional drilling to be underway at the copper anomaly, which is along Rockford and at the newly acquired tenement north of Aries?
Oh, okay. You've been reading some of our recent announcements. For the last 6 months or so, as part of that regional exploration push that I was referring to, we've had 1 to 2 auger sampling rigs out doing large-scale regional geochem sampling. And about a month ago, we were very excited to announce the results from the first lot of that work. And that included a large-scale geochemical anomaly, which we've called Black Range, at the northern part of our Rochford trend, which is what you're referring to. And the reason that it's the start of a series of results that will roll out from this work. But we highlighted that project because the scale of the anomaly is something like 6 kilometers by 1.7 kilometers. It's a multi-element anomaly, so there's lots of different metals that are enforcing the fact that this is something special, particularly copper and bismuth. And what's more, that anomaly sits coincident with a couple of geophysical anomalies that we generated from an airborne survey in 2021, which we haven't been able to follow up. So we're starting to get this layering of different elements, as well as the geophysics and the geochemical anomalies. There are also historical mine workings in the area, which are reasonably significant. So it's looking really interesting, and it's never been drilled. So right now, our team is doing infill work on that, and we're looking to drill that August, September of this year. The other opportunity that we've announced recently that you asked me about, this is related to a new exploration license that we applied for. It's actually to the north of Eris's Tritton operations. Eris has been mining around Tritton for around 30 years. They've got a series of deposits, including the relatively recent Constellation discovery. And as part of a regional detailed geological mapping, yes, traditional geological boots and eyes on the ground. And we've coupled that with some really cutting edge reprocessing of geophysical data. And we think we've identified some characteristics which highlight pieces of ground prospective for copper mineralization. And it turns out that those characteristics came together in the area north of Tritton, and we've got a 600 square kilometre exploration license application there. It should be granted in a few months' time.
And just finally, so what should investors look forward to over the coming 3 to 6 months?
Well, we're joining you and JP Equity Partners in Melbourne next week, and Helix will be talking about the copper Powerball. As well, we've got the mineral resource estimate for Cambalego coming out very shortly. And we've got right now geophysical crews active on new targets on our eastern tenements. We've got geochemical crews active, 3 crews active on both our eastern and western tenements. So there'll be this ongoing news flow about new targets emerging. And we've got the planned drill program to start testing these targets. I'm hoping to start in August, most likely September time. So there's a lot happening, and it's all focused around making new discoveries, but also consolidating some of the work that we've been doing in that imminent mineral resource estimate for Cambalego.
Thank you for joining us, Mike. Exciting times ahead.
Pleasure, Jane. Thanks for your interest.